Welcome back, everyone, to the second part of our two-part Age Rebellion series. I just want to take a moment before we begin for a moment of silence for the many Bothans that died to bring us today's Twitch stream. Rip Bothans. I'm joined, of course, by my cast of scum and villainy, playing our brave Jedi, Jorik. Actually, you're not even a brave Jedi. You're just like kind of a badass with a chip on his shoulder. Sam Strippin over there.
Why am I?
He
why
means
does that?
asshole.
So wait, why does that not mean brave? I can be brave and an asshole. I can be a brave asshole.
Well, set that before you
Pokket.
as a challenge for today. Our brave asshole Jedi playing our smuggler, our feisty smuggler.
Yeah,
with maybe a drinking problem. Hi Pokket, how you doing?
We don't know
I love your goggles today. It's a
a
good
drinking
one.
problem and a piloting problem.
You know what? I did a great job piloting, okay? Maybe if you had stopped flirting with the Zabrak, you would have, helped out a little sooner.
I don't know what you want from me. I'm a Jedi. I fulfill a certain criteria.
I think flirting's not in that criteria.
Yeah, he couldn't help himself flirting with the
It's not,
Zabrak.
it's not in that criteria. Yeah, I added the goggles. I was like, oh yeah, pilot goggles.
Yeah, now you just gotta get yourself a pod racer.
There we go.
New life goals. Jesse Cox playing our very. I love it.
Popped
Jesse.
out. Oh dear, my neck popped out. Oh,
You're just slightly disintegrated, but still in good shape. Our
Don't-
protocol
don't
droid,
worry.
Jesse Cox.
my head definitely doesn't hurt. This will be ever so much fun.
And of course, to round out the cast, Shorty, our Wookiee, played by itmeJP. What's up, Wookiee?
Mm,
He
Definitely
said, never mind.
Not appropriate for the stream.
Never mind.
So before we begin with our continued quest, we have a couple of quick things to do. I give out some XP prior to the beginning of the session. Did everybody get a chance to spend it?
If you
Yes.
want a link to PDF, I can spend it right now.
Okay. All right. Well, for those of you who spent it, thank you. Good work. For those of you who have not had a chance, feel free to do so as we get started. And I think that we last cut out on the destruction of an Imperial depot. There was some Bugs Bunny-esque shenanigans, and then and then an explosion, which pretty typical Star Wars stuff. So before that, though, I want to give you a little preamble. So meanwhile, elsewhere, while you're running around blowing things up, we've faded in on the interior of an Imperial Star Destroyer. It's got the long, glossy sort of bridge, and to either side, the various workers at their terminals. And at the far end, by the viewport of the bridge, we see the blue hologram, the 1/8 size hologram of a familiar-looking hut. And it seems like whoever's having a conversation with this hologram is just finished. We see a gloved hand press the button, and the hologram disappears. We pan back, and we can see the stern face of an Imperial commander, and standing beside him his junior agent. And the commander turns to his lieutenant and says, "The hut has indicated our quarry has made it to Ord Mantell and decoded the encrypted files, as we expected." And Lieutenant responds with, But sir, won't that put the project in jeopardy?" "Not at all, Lieutenant. These plans are merely a lure to bring the rebels and their Jedi friend closer to us." "Oh, brilliant, sir." "Yes, Lieutenant, I know. They'll make me a moth for this, I'm certain. Set course for Sluis Van. I want to be there when those rebels arrive." "Yes, sir. Shall I inform the High Command?" "No." And we start to pan out as he says, "I'll tell Lord Vader myself." And then we diagonal wipe to the external of Chulta the Hutt's fortress as you're approaching it. So before we start, we got to do the same thing we did at the beginning of the last session and generate our destiny pool. And then also we need to resolve your conflict, Master Jedi. So first, can I get everyone to roll just a single force die on their character sheet, just like we did before, so we can figure out where we start for the. Nice. All right, so 2 for Jorik there.
Is the force die this one?
Yeah, it's the white one in the middle.
Just add 1 to it and then roll.
Oh, add 1 to it. Okay,
Oh,
gotcha.
okay.
Yeah.
Did I roll?
It doesn't look like you did.
You
no.
rolled a 0. I think
You gotta
you
take
Oh,
one and a...
Yeah, they're just
Yeah,
got
add a
blank
1.
ones. Okay,
Fuck,
cool.
I'm the dark side.
All right, Shorty contributes a dark side point.
Shawty.
Every
all I
time
can
I say
think
it, I
of
can't
now.
help it. I know.
So I got
Shawty.
nothing points.
Shade.
No, you gotta add 1 to it.
Yeah, you gotta
I
up the
did.
number to 1.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
There we go.
There we
Oh,
go.
nice.
Yeah, good start.
We had a
Look
2
at that.
light.
I'm nice.
We had a lot of light.
I also contributed 2 light.
Shut up,
All right.
droid.
You can't
Okay.
talk, Wookie.
So remember, you can use these points to do upgrades to a skill roll, so you can turn a green die into a yellow one. You can also use these for things like what our droid did in the battle with the Hutt's guards, where if you just need something to be around, or you need to have a piece of equipment, or basically buy yourself a sort of Deus Ex Machina, you can spend these points. But when you spend them, the dark side grows stronger, and I get points to spend. I only have 1 now, so I'm gonna hold on to it. But feel free to use them, because then I get them, then I use them, you get them, and we go back and forth with those. And they can turn the difference between a very difficult roll to a much more likely to succeed roll. So keep an eye on those as we go through. Now, for conflict for our Jedi, because you tapped into the dark side during that particular conflict, I need you to just roll a single D10. So you can just type in /R space D10, and if you get 2 or a 1, then it'll affect your character's morality. Otherwise, the conflict passes. Nice, good work. Okay. So so you flirted with the dark side, but managed to let the fear and
Some,
anger.
battle meditation afterwards.
Yeah, cool. So just to give you an idea, like as we go, don't worry too much about taking the dark side points, because this is how it works. It would work every session. You roll a d10, and you just want to roll over your current conflict so that you don't lose morality. You're at 50 morality now, so you're right in the middle. But yeah, you can go up and down depending. So let's see. If the roll is greater than the amount, you subtract the conflict from your roll result and increase your morality by that number. Cool. So your morality goes up to 53. So really, you have to be tempted by the dark side to be able to get over it.
But not succumb to it.
Right, but not succumb. That's
So
actually
I've got
really
0
cool.
conflict now?
Yeah, 0 conflict, and your morality should be 52.
Okay, what about wounds and strain?
So all of that stuff, when you have a chance to rest, you can roll to recover from your strain. But to recover from wounds, you need like a medical droid or someone with a medical skill to.
So that's carrying over from the last session.
Yeah, you've still got that, because we'll pick up right where we left off.
Gotcha.
Cool. Okay. So you're on your way back to Chulta the Hutt's fortress. You can see it in the distance. And what's the plan? Are you like we'll fade in on you talking about what you're gonna do when you go back, because you want to get you did what the Hutt wanted. You want to get Barum back and the decoded Imperial information. But I think that you have another agenda for this Hutt, don't you?
Yeah.
He wants to make her a slave girl. Oh my.
He sure does.
I'm gonna make the slave girl pull a Princess Leia.
How
No, I'm
many
just
kings
kidding.
does he have
I'm
around?
just kidding. So we're back at the hut right now?
Yeah, you're on your way there. I just wanted to give you a
Okay.
chance to, if you had a plan, like if you were gonna Princess Leia this guy, to at least warn your companions.
Oh. Guys. Where are you? Well, okay, I'm obviously piloting, maybe, since I'm the pilot.
No, because we're still on Old Mantell, and we just
Oh.
went to an Imperial base, and we definitely are not back in space. Oh dear, she's lost her mind. Oh no.
I've had too much booze. Okay.
Just
Okay.
randomly. Wait, hold on. Where are we?
Okay.
I gotta fly this
Sorry.
thing. You're in the desert. There's junk
Okay,
everywhere.
we're in the desert. Okay, there's no need for all this clothing. Oh well. No, I don't think I'm gonna tell them. I think
Okay.
I'm just gonna demand that he hand over the slave girls.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So yeah, we see you. Maybe this is just the long establishing shot of the fortress. We can see maybe like a YT 1300 freighter like fly by in the distance, and we fade in again on you approaching Cholta's throne, basically. So again, we're in that stone room. He's up on his platform. He's now got a guard posted by the control panel, and he's replaced the guards that you killed. So there's like a half a dozen armed sentients in the room, and yeah, when you arrive, the protocol droid welcomes you into the presence of Almighty Cholta the Hutt, and asks you to debrief him. The Almighty Cholta wishes to know what happened at the Imperial Depot.
Right, that's you.
No, that's
Short-
I'm totally
you
gonna.
just give him a shove. Like, go on.
I push the droid forward since he's the best at talking.
Okay.
Oh dear, oh great and terrible Cholta the Hutt. We have done as requested and saved your business from Imperial interference. Hopefully you will splice said discs for us now.
So the droid shuffles forward and translates for Cholta. His gloriousness thanks you for your hard work, and as he promised, and he gestures, and one of his slaves comes forward, and she's holding a data pad, and she gives it to you, and then sort of meekly, gets pulled away, and the droid says, but as for the woman, and he gestures, and you can see that Barum now, like the lights come up on like a metal cage, and Barum is in the cage in like full on like slave girl outfit, and she like rushes up to the bars and like rattles them angrily, and she shouts, she's like, "Let me out of here, you slime ball!" And the droid says, "As for the woman, we think we will be keeping her." And then Cholta lets out a guttural laugh. What do you do?
Well then, I put my hand on my pistol and bring it out. Are there guards? How many guards?
There are 6. Yeah, 6 guards.
There's 6 now.
Yeah.
Dang
yep.
it.
Sorry, like puts his arms in his sleeve and he like looks down and he's like, "This is quite bothersome."
This is quite bothersome. I step up and just say, "No, you'll be returning her. Actually, you'll be returning her, and you'll be giving us those 2 as well for the trouble."
And he's like, "Oh."
I don't like this guy.
Wait, I got this.
Okay.
Can I use the force power influence on him?
I mean, you can try. It went great for Luke. Yeah. Go
And
ahead.
Luke was a much better Jedi. Oh dear.
So influence. How?
I don't know who Luke is. I'm in a different part of the galaxy, happening at
Everyone
the same time.
knows who Luke Skywalker is, nerd.
Okay. Yeah. So you can try. To be fair, Jabba was a particularly strong-minded Hutt, so maybe Cholta will be weaker. So
I haven't got it put in yet, so I'm just going to use one of my other level 1 talents because it's only level 1. So
Okay.
it'd be the same roll, right?
Yeah, so the way that influence works is you attempt to guide, shape, and even twist the thoughts and feelings of others. So you want to do you want to adopt an emotional state or believe something untrue? What do you say to him, and then like how do you back it up? Like, because the Force, it just takes the words that you say and like forces them into their mind. So what do you say?
I would say replacing henchmen can be expensive. It might be best if you just let her go.
Nice. Okay. All right. So you're gonna make a discipline check, and make sure you roll your force die with it. And
I add a force die, and then
Yeah, so on your die roller, just make sure there's a 1 next to the force die, and then roll a regular discipline check. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, so again, you're going to take that conflict? You're going to let the dark side guide you?
yeah,
Okay.
I can control it afterwards, so it's fine. I can suppress it.
Like, I have my dark side addiction under control. I'm a
Yeah.
functioning dark side addict.
fine. All right.
Okay. All right, so I'll roll his discipline. Let's see. It's Hut Crime Lord. Discipline of. Whew, okay, it's gonna be a hard one. All right, let's see what we do. So he's got to roll 5 dice. I'm just gonna roll these here. Okay. All right. So you spend the points to gain additional successes. So it's a tie. So I think he's just it doesn't like he doesn't notice that you're affecting his mind, but it doesn't work. He just seems confused. Like he looks around, you can see his like big frog eyes like blinking, and the droid turns to him and says, "Is something wrong, Your Almightiness?" And then he like shakes his head and slams his hand down on the console and pushes the droid out of the way. And he looks down at you and says something in Huttese, and the droid says, "His kind benevolence reminds you that you are in his fortress and at his mercy, and that issuing commands is not an appropriate decision. If you wish to leave with your lives, do so now." And he gestures for the door.
And then can I pause? Can I stop
Yeah.
him and be like, excuse me, your terribleness?
Yeah, the droid stops and like turns his head to look at you.
Perhaps you would be interested in a trade. Our friend and these other slave girls for some Ord Mantell Imperial Intelligence files?
Ah, nice negotiating. Okay, yeah. Make your negotiation check.
Yeah, check that negotiation.
Okay, so you don't get what you want, but you can use those points to give an advantage to someone else. Like for example, if Aya wants to follow up with an intimidation attempt, you can do that. You can buy room for her to get benefit there. But yeah, the droid or the hut laughs, and the droid says, "Magnificent Chulta indicates that you have but one thing to barter with," and he gestures to Aya, and Chulta, like his little sled thing, like his repulsor sled, slides down a little closer, and he like rubs his hands together, staring greasily at your twi'lek companion.
No. I pull my blaster out and point it at him, and I say, "That's not gonna happen. You're gonna give us the girls, and we're gonna leave, and you're gonna go back to your merry hut bat ways. Thank you."
All right. Why don't you make a coercion roll? I'll put your difficulty in here.
Take my little Star Wars trinket things and use those to help you.
Yeah, do you want to use? Yeah, so you got bonus dice from your droid, giving you a hand. Do you want to spend any of your destiny points to upgrade your roll?
Should I, guys? What do you think?
Because right now you're rolling two. You're just rolling 2 green dice and 2 blue dice.
Yeah. I guess I'll do that.
Okay. All right. So let's see. How many do you want to spend? 1 or 2?
Just one.
Okay. All right. Okay. So the difficulty should be in. Go ahead and roll. Roll your coercion. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So you succeed and you get an advantage. So you can, if you have a strain, you can heal it. I'll take my dark side destiny point. Thank you. And so you pull the gun on him, and and he kind of like sneers at you and like licks his lips again. and says something, and the droid says, "You are lucky, rebels. The magnificent Cholta is feeling generous today. You may go," and he gestures for the door, "and take the woman with you," and he gestures to the cage. And the bottom of the cage opens up, and she like falls onto the ground. And she gets up, and she walks over to the sled and like grabs her bag. There's like a bag there, throws it over her shoulder, and she looks at Cholta, and she points at him, and then kind of looks over her shoulder at you, Aya, and she's like, "This isn't over, Hut." And she like turns around and starts walking towards you. So so you can leave Cholta's fortress if you like.
Wait, did we get the girls as well?
Yeah. So he I think that
No.
the droid says, so you got your role. So the droid says he says, "We will have the slave girls sent to your ship at the port. The almighty Cholta thanks you for being so entertaining." And he like gives like a very like robotic bow.
I wanted to kill everyone, but I guess I just nod and turn around and start making my way out.
I just
Okay.
sort of like flip one of my Leku behind me and turn around and walk away.
Okay. As you're leaving, like I think we see you leave, but the camera stays in Cholta's throne room.
Huh.
And Cholta says he says something in Huttese, and the subtitles underneath say, "With the information we've given the Empire, they won't live to see Lewis Van." Ho 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 ho. And then we fade out. So you're approaching. I guess you guys want to go back to the shuttle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe we cut over to you approaching your shuttle platform, and Barum is like she's doing up the front of her like tunic and like shaking her head, and we see her like throw the bronze bikini into a pile of trash nearby. And she looks at you, Aya, and she says, "I don't know if you're brave or stupid, but thank you."
And I sort of like pull out my flask and I like hold it up to her, and then I take a swig and I say, "Or I have a little bit of liquid courage," and then just turn around,
Okay.
just sort of annoyed. I definitely appear annoyed by all of what's going on right now, or what happened.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think that you come around the corner, like between some of the buildings in the junkyard, and you can see the shuttle, your Lambda shuttle, sitting on the pad. There are probably a couple of like Ugnaughts like fixing it, and as you approach, you hear a voice say, "I was wondering when you'd come back," and when you look up, you see none other than infamous bounty hunter slaver Borgoth Slockchalk.
Oh no!
And and his two friends Schloopin Boopin and Orgoth Mugachu, and they're standing there waiting for you when you come back. And I think that Borgoth looks at Schloopin and points, and he's like, "Get him, Schloopin," and they like get ready to attack. Basically, they've set an ambush for you here at the spaceport.
All right. Can I use Force Sense?
Yeah, well, we can. So, since you can do it on your turn, but I need everybody to make an initiative roll.
If unexpected?
Yeah, this is definitely a vigilance initiative roll. Yeah, and I'll get these bounty hunters in that order.
Oh my god, I'm gonna actually wreck them.
Oh, sorry. Let me check my rolls here. 1 and 3, 2.
And with these names, these guys are so intimidating.
I know. You don't mess with the slock.
Boopin'.
You don't mess with the slock shock. I like that Borgoth and Orgoth have such similar first names, but they're not related. It's not like they're siblings here.
Whoever named them
typical
certainly
henchman.
was clever.
Okay, all right, let me roll for these guys. There we
They
go.
rolled so well.
Okay, so on a tie, it'll go to you. So I'll bump these guys down. So one of you has a chance to react. I'll set up where you're at on the map just so you can kind of see. But all of you are
I think I
together,
need to react first because I'm pretty hurt already.
and they're out at long range. These three. Yeah, and there's some, like, you can imagine, rather than like draw out a specific map, you can imagine there's like the actual ship that's behind them, so kind of at extreme range. They're standing in front of the ship waiting for you to come back. You've just come around a corner, and there's various, like, you could take cover. There's various bits of cover around, like crates on the docking pad, maybe some knocked over ship parts, stuff like that. There's places where you can run and hide from getting shot at, but yeah, they're at long range now. So someone needs to act, and you're saying you want to go first?
Yeah.
Jorik? Okay. What would you like to do?
I'm going to use Force Sense.
Okay.
And basically I put 5 points into Force Sense.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just pull that up real quick. That basically means commit. What's the empty hexagonal dice?
So that's force die. You have a force rating of 1. That's how strong you are with the force right now.
So I can commit 1
Yeah, if you commit a force die, it means you can't use it for other force powers.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you won't be able to use enhance. Like, you couldn't force leap at them. You're concentrating too hard on your sense.
Yeah. So like whenever I'm attacked, they upgrade the difficulty pool of the pool once.
Okay.
And then an additional time, and then a third time.
Let's see. So you're gonna update it. Cool. Okay.
And then whenever
Nice.
I make a combat check, I upgrade the ability of that check once.
Nice. So you kind of go into a combat trance.
Yeah.
What does that look like? So we cue the intense battle music. They start to bring up their weapons. We get a close up on Jorik. What do you do? Like, how does using your force power look? Do you just like close your eyes, or do you like get angry? What does that look like for your character?
I would say like I don't really close my eyes,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of like just take my robe off and like drop it.
Okay.
And like my saber's down at my side, but you see it just like extend, so it's pointing towards the ground, and I just kind of start walking towards them.
Nice. Okay. So you can use your use the force power, and you can make a maneuver. So you want to move into short range?
Yeah, I'm just gonna start moving towards them.
Okay. Cool.
This
All
is
right.
when I just get like one shot.
Yeah, they'll just blast you. No, that difficulty upgrade is gonna make it very difficult to hit you. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna shoot at you. So you walk forward, the silver light of your lightsaber creating a pool around you, and the
Not the underneath robe, chat. I'm not naked. On my trunks. I take off the outer robe. This one.
Yeah, you use force nudity. And
I
just
get
blow-
naked
I just, like,
and my
I just, like-
lightsaber extends towards
I
the
just rip
ground,
my
if you
shirt
know what I
off,
mean.
so I'm just a bare torso, and then I just start walking towards them. That's
I mean,
You
it.
know what? This is beginning to get rated R.
That's how Darth Maul fought. It's canon. It's fine.
Yeah, I slide these bits off like this, and then I just like take my shirt off, and I just start walking towards them. Yep.
Oh dear.
All right, so they bring up their blasters and they start firing in your direction. So these guys act. One of them is like a leader, and the other two are his, like, Slockchalk is the guy in charge, and the other two are his followers. So the Schlupen, the Wookiee hunter, He's gonna go after the Wookiee because that's his favored prey. But the other two are gonna shoot their blasters at you. So first, their leader attacks, and so you were saying that it upgrades. You get basically 3 uses of upgraded attack against you.
Well, no, it's basically an ongoing effect, and then it's called...
So it's three upgrades of the difficulty.
Yeah, I've upgraded the difficulty 3 times. So he doesn't
cool.
upgrade the difficulty of his pool once; he upgrades it 3 times.
Right. So it's basically it upgrades 3 dice. So
Yeah.
the way that upgrades work for those of you following along at home, there are green dice and purple dice, and those are the basic difficulty dice. If you upgrade a die, it becomes better. So it becomes either yellow if you're rolling or red if your enemy is rolling. If you downgrade, it goes from yellow to green or from red to purple. So basically what Sam is doing is making it more difficult for these guys to hit him. And this is very much you deflecting blaster bolts. You can see them coming, and then you're just blocking them out of the way. So let's see. These guys have a ranged light of 2 yellow and a green. So 2 yellow and a green against a difficulty of 2, because you're at medium range, and they have, I think, disruptors. They have pistols. Okay, so they have to approach you, so they have to get closer to shoot. So they get closer, so you're at short range, and it upgrades the difficulty, you said 3 times?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 of those will go back into downgrading their ability. So, all right, so they start firing at you, and there's 1 shot, and the other. Do you have any defense dice? I think I asked you this last time. No, you just have soak, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you deflect 1 blaster bolt. So bring your lightsaber up, fire the blaster bolt off in another direction. I've got 1 advantage to spend there. The other one, you go up to deflect, and your style, you're much more used to fighting other lightsaber duelists. That's what you practice for melee combat. Yeah. So even though you're using the Force to help you, it's still not really your style. And so you go to deflect a bolt, and it mostly deflects, but it buzzes your shoulder. And the damage on that shot is, let's see, these bounty hunters, 10 plus 1 minus your soak. Your soak is 3 or 5.
Jesus Christ!
Should be
so much damage.
They're disruptor pistols. So how much damage did you take?
6. I got a soak of 5.
Okay, yeah. So you take 6. Okay, so you're at 14 now?
14.
Of a total of?
13.
Okay, all right. So this shot, knocks you out. So you go to block the shot, and maybe you block the first one. The second one hits you and knocks you down, and the rest of you see the Jedi, drop from the disruptor shots. Now, if someone you're not dying or anything, but if you get hurt again, it'll be a critical wound. You take 1 crit from the shot, but someone else can go and help recover you. I think Aya, you have a stim pack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go and help. So I need you to roll a D100 for me, Sam, and add however much damage you just took.
6.
Okay, yeah. So /R and then D100 plus 6. Yeah, it's like the reverse scene from Indiana Jones. You whip your lightsaber around and it just shoots you. What a bastard. All right, what did you get on your roll?
36.
36? Okay. So 36 for a critical injury. You increase the difficulty of your next check by 1 purple die. So yeah, your system is stunned, and the next time you make a roll, it's slightly more difficult. And you're unconscious, so there's that. Okay, so we have a PC slot. Actually, 2 in a row. So what do you guys want to do?
Is it even worth fighting these people now?
I mean, yeah, you're pretty tough.
I motion to Shorty to run up and then get my stim pack out and run behind Jorik.
Okay.
So I run up behind him.
All right.
So I move and then reach down and just stab the stim pack into his leg or arm or wherever.
Okay, so your unconsciousness is short-lived, Jorik, you remember you get hit by the blaster bolt, you fall down, and then suddenly like you get a burst of adrenaline. You recover 5 wounds immediately, and you're conscious. So
Okay.
yeah, and you're just like amped as hell.
I just
Okay.
look up and I'm like, I owe you one.
Okay, so Zero or Shorty, either of you can go.
Can I can't. I'd have to use one round to get up to them, right?
Yeah, so you'd maneuver into short range, and then maneuver again into medium.
Could you stand in front of us though and block damage?
I mean,
Jorik's almost dead.
which one is the bounty hunter for Wookiees? Is it this one?
The guy in long range, yeah, the guy who hasn't
You
gone
should
yet.
just solo that guy
No,
and break him in half.
I'm just going right there. That's as far as I can move.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you come running towards him, and instead of pulling out his blaster, he's pulled out a long, like a length of cord with 2 heavy weights on the end, and he's spinning it around his head. And as you run towards him, he throws it at you. So let's see if he can bola you.
Okay.
So you're at short range, so it's 1 difficulty, and he's got range light. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it hits you, but I didn't get any advantage, so I can't activate any of its special abilities. So you only take 2 damage. If you have more than 2 soak, it doesn't do anything. But basically it flies, spins around you, maybe bonks you in the head, and then you just throw it aside. So he couldn't ensnare you or knock you down.
Where do you see how much soak? Oh, I have 3 soak.
Yeah, so it doesn't even hurt you. Just kind of...
Great.
It's one of those Return of the Jedi, like the stormtrooper getting hit in the head with a rock moments, where you just kind of like... We get a comedic sort of bonk on the head, and then yeah, you're fine to keep charging him.
Yeah.
The guy's just like, oh crap.
He throws
Yeah,
it at me
totally.
and I just
He
go,
takes a strain. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, I think he's a Rhodian. I don't know. Schloopin Boopin sounds like a Rhodian name. And he his like big black glassy eyes just kind of like fill with the reflection of this charging Wookiee that he just stopped or couldn't bother to stop with his bolas. So he's done. So now any PC can go.
Well, I'm gonna attack this guy.
Now you want to take another turn?
Can I?
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yep. Yeah, you can.
Wait,
move
what
up.
about the droid? What about Jesse?
Oh yeah, that's right. It actually Zero. You have to go,
Zero has to go. Yeah.
and then you can go. Yeah.
Do something useful, Jesse.
I turn around and go to the ship in order to activate the various laser systems on the ship, various cannons. And I'm like, oh dear, I promised Mon Mothma they wouldn't die. My circuit boards are too old for this.
Okay, so there's like disruptor blasts like flying towards the Jedi and the Twi'lek, and you just kind of like scramble forward, and all these like blasts are
Free
going through.
agility, just dodging.
So you can move 2 ranges towards the ship, and you're just like, oh my, as everything gets like blasting around you. Cool. Okay, so it is, yeah, you want to go now, Shorty?
Yeah. So can I move into long range
Yeah, you can move up and engage him on
and
this
then
turn.
attack him?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll attack him with my force pike.
Okay, so difficulty, let me just set it on your sheet, and then you can go ahead and roll. And I'm actually going to spend a force point to increase the difficulty, so you guys get another.
Hey, do we have any force points?
You got tons, you guys have 5.
Yeah, I'd like to use one.
Yeah, you want to spend 1 too? Okay.
Yeah, counter it.
Okay, cool. All right. There we go. Okay, so I'll set your difficulty. So you get 1 upgrade. Okay, go ahead and click the button near your weapon.
All right. That looks bad.
No, it's a hit with some disadvantage. Or with some threat. So you take a strain from the action, but you hit and you deal 6, 7, 8 damage. Now these bounty hunters aren't just minions, so he soaks 3 of it, so he takes 5.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, you come charging up, and he throws the bull at you. It hits you in the head, but you charge past, and then you jab him with your force pike.
Am I Wookiee raging at this point? So it says when
Um,
a Wookiee has suffered any wounds.
do you have any wounds right now? No, you're still at 0.
Because I soaked it, so I didn't take damage.
Yeah, you soaked it exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, cool. So I think he's gonna go. And Schlupen, he doesn't have like a weapon on him, so he's going to activate his jetpack. So he flies back away from you, and I think he lands over here, and he's gonna try and bola you again.
Okay.
So he flies up over your head and lands on the other side. Oh, also, sorry, he should take 2 more damage because you have Pierce 2 on your force pike.
Oh,
which I did.
great.
So yeah, it's 2 armor piercing. So let me just bump his damage up a couple more times. There we go. Okay. All right. So yeah, he activates his jetpack and flies up over your head, and throws his bola in your direction. I'm gonna spend another point to upgrade it.
Okay.
So there you go. You get another
I want
destiny.
to rage, so I hope he hits.
Okay. Yeah, actually, Ebola is kind of a perfect thing to hit you with because the damage is so low. He's not really trying to hurt you; he's just trying to capture you. So let me roll his. So he's got a difficulty of 1, and I've upgraded him once. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so he doesn't hurt you with the attack, but I'm gonna spend his advantage, and you are ensnared. So he spins the bola, throws it, and it wraps itself around your legs. You don't fall down, but you can't move. If you want to break free from it, you have to spend an action making a difficult athletics check to break free from the bola. And I think he shouts in excitement that now he's not getting force pike to death, but instead has like captured a Wookiee. But we'll see how that goes for him. Okay, so any PC that isn't Shorty can go.
I think I'll use the force sense again before they shoot me in the face.
Okay, it's still active if you have your die committed.
Oh, is it still active?
Yeah.
So I can just run at one and swing.
Sure. Yeah. As long as you have that die committed and can't use it for anything else, you can just act as normal and it just.
I didn't know if I had to reuse it because I'd been knocked out.
So you were knocked out? No, that's okay. The force
yeah.
is still protecting you.
I'm gonna run at the closest guy.
Okay.
And just take a swing.
Alrighty.
Take a swing.
Okay, so let me add your difficulty for lightsaber here, and then you're good to go. So melee engaged. Yeah, all right, go for it.
I think I get 1 dice upgrade as well.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. So let's get that. All right, yeah, give it a roll.
Okay, I'm just rolling lightsaber.
Yeah, just click next to your lightsaber. Nice. Okay, so you hit with 2 extra successes and get an advantage. So your advantage, you can spend it on basically all kinds of stuff, but you can recover a strain if you have any.
Can I give the advantage to Aya?
Yes,
Aya?
that's the thing. You can can pass along your advantage.
I'll do that.
Okay. All right. So Aya, you'll get an extra die. You'll get a blue die on your next roll.
Okay.
And how much damage does your lightsaber deal?
10.
6 and 2. It looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So 6, and then another 2 on top of that. So 8 to this bounty hunter. Okay. Cool. All right. So 8 and 7. All right. Cool. So he yelps in pain as your lightsaber like carves through the front of his armor, and he staggers back trying to get you with his blaster pistol.
All right. All right.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Oh, we forgot to give you your extra penalty die. But I'll just put it on your next action. We'll
Okay.
just hold off. Okay, Aya. What do
Do
you
I
want?
need to roll to maintain the thing? Like, or is it good?
No. Since just
Okay.
because the price you're paying is you can't use any of your other force powers.
All right. I didn't know if I had to roll every turn and incur.
Yeah.
Sin.
No. Just the first time when you activate the power.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I take aim
yeah,
at
so-
the same bounty hunter that Jorik is on.
Yeah.
Fire my
Yeah.
blaster.
It's more difficult to shoot at someone who's fighting in
Oh,
melee.
is it?
Yeah, the other guy, the uninjured guy, might be a better choice, or the one that just jetpacked over this way.
Yeah, maybe I should. Okay, maybe I should take aim at the one that just jetpacked.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
So-
fire at him. And
so
I have.
If you don't move, you can take the aim action first, which gives you an extra
Okay.
die, so you'll have 2.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just take because he's in short range, the one that's next to me, right?
He sure is.
So I can just aim at him and fire, and I gain advantage, or I have advantage, don't I?
Yeah, you get one from the Jedi distracting them, and one from your aim. So you take a second, draw your pistol, get a nice good shot on him as he's about to storm off to capture the Wookiee, and then you fire at short range.
How do you
See how you
add
do.
the advantage?
I've already done that for you. I put it in your pool. So just go ahead and click. Yeah, there you
Okay.
go. Awesome. Okay, so you got 2 successes, so you hit, and you get 3 advantage. What's the crit rating on this weapon? It's 4. Okay, so you can't. Normally, when you get a lot of advantage, you can spend it to do a critical hit.
Yeah. I need 4.
But yeah, a light blaster pistol requires 4. That's what the critical
Okay.
rating means. But you can spend those for other things. So you can recover. You have 4 strain. You can recover 3 of them if you want to, or you can spend those to give somebody else a bonus. To their
I might recover 3 strain.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Because if you get to full strain, you get knocked out. So you deal 6 damage with your weapon. It's reduced by 3 for their soak. So you deal
3
this
damage.
3. Okay, and this is the guy that was already injured by the force pike. So
Yeah.
he turns and sees that you're not as distracted maybe as he thought that you were, and makes an angry noise in Rhodian with his little snout face. So now one of the NPC sets get to go. I'm going to have him shoot back at you. I think we'll take Schlupen's turn.
Okay.
So Schlupen will he'll turn his disruptor pistol at you and he'll fire back. So he's also going to aim. So he gets 1 die for aiming. No upgrades. Difficulty is 1. Do you want to spend a destiny point to make it harder for him to hit you? Y'all have like 6 of them right now.
Yes.
Yeah, you should
Yes.
do it. They hurt a lot.
Yeah,
those
and I don't have a lot of
disruptor
health or a lot of whatever.
Yeah.
Wound.
They're illegal for a reason. Okay. So then that makes that a red die instead of a purple die, and let's see how that goes. Okay. So again, I can't activate the special abilities of it, which is good. I can't use the vicious quality, but you do. Oh, I can just do a crit. Okay, so I'm gonna spend those 2 advantage to cause a critical wound. So instead of taking the normal wound, you're gonna roll a d100 and add 10, 11. Roll and add 11. So you just type /r space d100 plus 11. And we'll see what kind of crit. Whew, 66. All right. So
How much damage he does to me?
no.
Oh.
It's what I check on the crit
broken.
table. Yeah, that'd be insane. So a critical wound. That's a 66. Let's see. Slightly dazed. You add 1 black die to all of your rolls for the rest of the encounter.
Okay.
So he fires at you, and you get blasted by it, and your vision is blurry and there's a ringing in your ears. Maybe you stagger, and you're stunned. So let's try to remember. Actually, I can just add it to your character sheet right now.
Okay.
There we go. So whenever you roll, it'll just add a black die to it. You have a disadvantage die. Okay, so that was Schlupen. Looks like we have 2 PCs here,
how much
and
damage
My
did I
turn
take?
now.
the damage. Let me double check. I don't think you take any damage from the shot. Like I do the crit instead.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he dazed me, but I didn't take any damage. Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yes,
Okay.
go.
Yeah, Zero. What are you doing? You want to just
I
keep
continue
running
to
for the
go.
ship?
Yeah, I want to get to the ship so I can turn the ship's weapons on them.
Okay.
It's
All right.
such a terrible idea.
So,
Not at
but
all.
We're like 5 feet from them.
Yeah.
by the end of the turn, you reach the Lambda shuttle, and it's like opened up for you to run inside. Next turn, you can go and get up on the gunnery weapons and see what happens.
Don't die. I will
Um,
save you.
I
Oh
might.
God!
I actually
He's gonna kill us all.
Let me double check your. Yeah, that's okay. So I needed to check the vicious. It's not an activated ability. It just adds 40 to the crit roll. So your crit is actually different. Aya. Let me see. It would have been 106. So let me just make sure you have the right one.
Oh my god.
I know.
She's
You
dead,
got
boys.
vaporized.
It's a bad scene.
Zash.
Let's see. 106. Okay. Can you roll percentile dice for me?
How do you do
Just
that?
roll D100. 25. Okay. So 106 is horrific injury, and 25 is brawn. Okay. So your brawn, until you heal this injury, your brawn is treated as 1 point lower.
Okay.
So the disruptor, instead of just stunning you, it like weakens you in some like serious way. So you feel like vastly disrupted,
I
and
have 0 brawn now.
Yeah,
It's a rib shot. It's a rib shot.
yeah. So doing anything with brawn is going to be very difficult for you. Okay, cool. And now, you got someone on the ship, which should be fun. Ship grade weapons against people is always a good time. And one more PC can go. I think this is back. We're back at the top of the order. So
Yeah.
Sam,
Can
do
I
you want
use
to go?
Yeah, I'll go. Can I use a force ability and attack? Or does that count as my ability?
currently, all of your force power is dedicated to your sense ability.
Can I not like drop it and use something else?
Yes, you can stop using sense.
But could I do that and attack?
It depends on the ability that you want to use. What is it?
I was thinking using bind.
No, you can maneuver and bind, but you can't attack and bind. At the
All
same
right,
time.
I'll just attack then.
Okay, and
this
keep
guy.
up the sense.
Yeah, keep up the sense.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Difficulty is going to be 2. Let me just make sure it's on your sheet correctly here. Jorik. Difficulty 2. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll. Oh, actually, hold on. It's difficulty 3 because I don't want to forget it again. You still have that extra die you owe me. There we go. Okay, now you can do it.
But I have an advantage die too.
From...
Sense.
Oh, it gives you...
It upgrades,
upgrades.
one of my dice. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be in there still.
Okay.
Yeah, and click, so that we have all your weapon stuff, click it under weapons and gear. Click the little D20
Sam, we
near
have a
your-
lot of destiny points if you want to use one.
That's true.
Mm.
Use the force.
Oh,
don't
actually, I don't think your pool is already fully upgraded, so you can't. It wouldn't help you anyway.
Oh, okay.
He's already as good as he can get. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, awesome. Another solid hit. So, 3 wounds means 8 damage to this guy, and that is enough to kill him.
Good
If you wanna
job.
Yay!
Describe how you dispatch. This is no Orgoth Mugachu.
So,
How do you
after,
try to kill Orgoth?
after I like slash and weaken his armor, I kind of like flick my wrist into a stab, and I like stab forward,
Awesome.
and then the guy on the other side of him just sees like a glow, and then this silver blade just come through his back,
Nice.
and then he just drops to his knees, and then
Okay.
my eyes just meet his.
Right, we get the cool camera, the focus
Are you
change.
sure
where
you're
it's like,
Jedi?
Yeah.
well, yeah, right. It's okay. Jedi are allowed to kill anybody they want to, whenever they
Exactly.
want, as long as they're not
Exactly.
mad about it.
Exactly.
So
I just watched
yeah,
him shoot you. I'm a little bit pissed. He just shot my friend.
So we get the fade between, like, the focus is tightly on the body, and then when he falls, the focus changes, so we see you in focus holding your lightsaber, and then I guess Borgoth is gonna have to deal with you now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Borgoth is gonna try to bola you. So he like pulls out his bola, throws it in your direction, and then let's see if he can tie up the Jedi. So he's at short range, but it's like you said 3 upgrades to the difficulty. Okay.
So the first one is when an attack attacks the force user, he upgrades the difficulty of the pull twice, and then the duration is senses ongoing effects may be triggered one additional time. So it's like 2 people, but twice, I think.
Well, it's each one is a die.
Yeah.
His entire pool is all red dice instead of purple, which is gonna make it a lot harder for him to hit you.
Sweet.
Let's see. Okay, he has no other advantage. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he misses, but I got a whole bunch of advantage to spend, and I got a triumph. So he doesn't hit you with the weapon, but
He ensnares me or something.
yeah, but he definitely ensnares you. So like he doesn't do the damage, but let me double check what the qualities for this thing are, because I'm gonna use all of them. Oh, he just knocks you down and ensnares you. Yeah, so he spins the bowl around, throws it, and it wraps around your torso, and like pulls your arms tight, and then the force of it pulls you over on your back, and then I can spend the triumph to disarm you, so you drop your lightsaber.
Okay.
But unlike every other Jedi, your lightsaber doesn't get cut in half or fall off of anything; it just lands nearby. Okay, so with the Jedi out of commission, Borgoth turns his attention to Aya, but 2 of you get to go first. So you can do this in whatever order. Aya can go, Shorty can go, or we can see what happens with the Lambda shuttle's weapons.
Since I have a utility belt, can I run over to Shorty and try to cut him free?
Yeah.
My action to try and cut him free?
You can get to him, but you can't cut him free this turn. Do you want to give him a chance to break free first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you can use your action for something else.
Okay.
What do I use to? What do I roll?
So to break free from the bola, you need to make a 3 like a level 3 difficulty brawn test.
You should use a dice, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the dice.
So
Brawl or brawn?
brawn, yeah. So
What am I rolling? Athletics then?
Yes, yeah, it's athletics.
Oh,
And you
okay.
want to get an upgrade?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right, you're set.
I can't
for
see
it.
the roll because of the mask, so I'm just gonna click this.
Okay.
How'd I do?
You did great. You take 2 strain in the process, but we see your Wookiee muscles strain against the wire. Maybe it cuts into your flesh. You get some blood in your fur, and then you tear the bola apart with a mighty shout.
Okay.
And now you're free. So you can make a maneuver if you want to, but you can't make an action. You had to spend your action breaking out of the bola.
I'm just gonna move into medium then, so I'm in between wherever he's about to jump.
Okay. Perfect. Now Aya, you can go.
Can I? Oh, is it gonna take an action if I set my gun to stun?
No, you can do that as a maneuver.
Okay, because if I set it to stun and then shoot at him
Yeah, you can do that.
at the same. Okay, I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna set my gun to stun and shoot at the one in front of Shorty.
Okay, you want to shoot at Schloopin Boopin? The
Yeah,
Wookiee
Schloopin
hunter?
boopin.
All right. You get Schloopin in your sights. You flip you take a look at your pistol real quick, flip the switch over to stun, take a shot. And
Oh, did I? I
nice.
just rolled. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. So you let me roll the difficulty for you, but you did get a crit. So as long as you still hit, it's pretty much a given that he's unconscious. So 1 second here, just roll these. And he's at short range, so it's just 1. Okay, there you go. Yeah, okay, so this cancels out 1 advantage, but you deal him, what's the damage on your weapon?
5.
Oh, it's fine. He only had 2 wounds left. But instead of killing him, you knock him out. So
Okay.
yeah, you fire your blaster, and Schloopin, just like I was gonna say his eyes roll back in his head, but he doesn't have eyelids because he's a Rhodian, so he just falls over. Cool. Okay. So that leaves brave Borgoth Slockchalk. He's gonna try to run away. He's gonna try to jetpack his ass out of here. So he's gonna use his jetpack, and he's gonna maneuver this way. He's gonna maneuver 2 away. And now, Zero, would you like to? You could try and shoot him out of the air.
Well, because I know, as a droid, that Lambda-class shuttles don't just have space laser cannons, but in fact, a RT-0 twin blaster cannon for atmospheric use. I decided to use that on that sumbitch trying to get away.
They sure do. Nice work.
Damn right they do.
Lawyer.com.
That's
So I
awesome.
decided
Well,
to use that on him.
I was thinking about this between sessions, that playing a game like this is kind of awesome if you want to play a character who just knows everything, because you could just look it up and there's all
right.
this information there. It's perfect. And it for a droid, it makes total sense. You would know that. All right.
Meta game. Let's do this.
So Zero, you're at the, you have your little like flipper hands on the gun controls, and we see the green kind of overlay of the outside, the camera on the outside, and the little like jetpacked shape of the bounty hunter flying away as you get a bead on him. So to make this shot, you're going to use gunnery.
Okay.
And he's at a smaller silhouette than you, so it makes the difficulty somewhat higher, but you can still definitely take the shot.
I want to use magical force powers or whatever the hell abilities, anything I can use.
We have
Okay.
Destiny dice you can
Everything.
use.
Yeah, you want to spend a destiny point? Okay.
Yes. Give me
Perfect.
everything.
Okay, so you spend a destiny, which will give you an upgrade. So you're taking one away, I'm adding one. Okay, so right now you're looking at rolling against 3 difficulty dice, and you're rolling your gunnery, which is
Wait, is
3...
this a coincidence that he's got 3 agility and this is going to be the one time it's going to be useful?
Yeah, he's finally getting to use his legendary droid agility.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I think the dice are set. Go ahead and make your roll. Oof. Okay, you miss, unfortunately. I think that you shoot into his path, and he turns to the side and has to like renegotiate. Do you want to spend that advantage to heal your strain, or do you want to give someone an advantage die who goes? Because someone else is going next.
I'll just heal my strain. There's no point.
Okay.
What? Give it to the Jedi, man.
Man, you are a horrible
You're just taking
Jedi.
off your bolo. You can give it to me. I'll stun him. We'll just stun both of them.
Fine. Okay, sure. Yeah, great. Go for it.
Well, keep in mind though, he's out of range of your pistol right now.
Oh,
He's
is
not. He's
oh, he's
jetpacking
way
away.
over there.
None of us
Okay,
can
yeah,
get to him.
never
flying
mind.
away.
Never mind. Yeah. By the time I get there. Yeah.
Jesse, shoot it. Oh, wait, you can't shoot again.
Yeah, you can't shoot again. So, so you take one last shot at Borgoth, but yeah, based on the weapons that you have, it looks like he's gonna escape. So, at
Wait.
the end of... Oh,
Wait,
all right.
am I not in short range right now?
No, from him, you're at, let's see, you're 2 away, so
I know,
you're at
I'm
medium. You're at medium range from him.
I'm measuring this out from the center of engaged. It looks like...
Oh, no, it's the distance from you to him.
Yeah.
So, it's two spaces, so from engaged, short to medium. But if you move first, the problem is you're all tied up. You got to spend your whole action getting free of the bola.
Unless I can
Listen,
go first and free him,
wouldn't if
right?
he was,
And then he
I
can get
wouldn't
up.
if he was short range, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
I know it sucks having Ebola, but this is where we're at. The thing is that he gets to go next. So if you ran up and freed the Jedi, he would still get to go next and then fly away, because all he has to do
didn't
to get away
he
is get out of
fly
his
away already? Like he spent his action. The other guy has to go first, right?
This is the beginning of the next turn. So he can go again. Like how sometimes, like we've had Shorty go at the end of the turn in the beginning, so
Yeah.
he goes 2 in a row.
Okay.
You should
Yeah.
just run and shoot at him. Yeah.
I can run 1 forward and try to shoot at him.
You let me go again, and I can shoot at him.
Yeah, we're at the top of the order, so actually, you can just take another shot if you want, because you were the last Zero. You were the last one.
Let me use the force again.
You want to use the force? I can stun him, and then we could just get him while he's down.
Well, the
Well,
thing is,
you're-
your pistol is never going to be able to get at range to hit him. The
Oh,
only
okay,
weapon you
yeah,
have
yeah.
now is the
Let
ship's
Zero go
cannons.
again then.
I'm
Okay.
literally the only person who can stop him, and my chances are very slim, but it's the only chance we have.
Okay. So you want to use another point? So it's the same roll.
Yes, let's make this happen. I want to
yeah.
shoot a guy out of the air. I must
Yes.
do it for all droids.
All right, droid victory. Do it.
Come on, don't screw me, dice. I need you.
There you go. Okay.
Nice.
So this weapon has linked 1, so you actually score 2 hits. So he takes let's see, how much damage do these things do? They're anti-vehicle weapons too, so He explodes basically. So he like crouched down, flew up in the air. You took one shot at him. He flew aside, and then the targeting computer helped you recalculate the shot. The second shot, both blaster bolts hit him in the back, and he just blows up and like flies pieces of bounty hunter. You get slock shock everywhere, and he disappears.
Don't
and
hurt
now
my friends. Oh dear. He exploded.
Awesome. So maybe that's a good place to take our first break with the remnants of the bounty hunter drifting down to the ground.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take our first break here. Still 3 hours left to go, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And this is going to be a delayed break because I have to move the mask so I can see everything else. So we'll see you guys in just a bit.